My name is Derek Vogler, and today I'm here to talk about drunk driving. How many of you know someone who has died from drinking and driving?
I do. I do.
I can think of 3 people right now whom I've met that have been a casualty to drunk driving. It's an issue in which you can ask almost anybody that same question and they can give you an example. I don't think that's a very good statistic to have. Now I'm going to go through some more negative facts about drunk driving. Does anybody know what BAC stands for?
Yes.
What's it stand for?
Blood alcohol content?
Yep, it can mean that or breath alcohol concentration. Once a person's BAC reaches .08, they are considered legally drunk. The average BAC among fatally injured drinking drivers is .16. That's twice the legal limit. In 2007, 60% of drivers involved in alcohol-related traffic fatalities, where there was a known alcohol test result for the driver, involved a driver with a BAC at .15 or above. The relative risk of death for drivers in single vehicle crashes with a BAC over .15 is 385 times that of a driver with a BAC of 0. And for male drivers, the risk is 707 times that of a sober driver, according to estimates by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. According to the 2009 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, about 10.4 million Americans between ages 12 and 20 report current alcohol consumption. It's sad to think of anyone losing their life, but I'm talking about teenagers who have barely lived, possibly making an immature decision by getting behind the wheel and throwing their life away. And 10.4 million Americans is more than the population of Kentucky, Louisiana, and Maine combined. Many things have been done to attempt to reduce drinking while drunk over the past 30 years, and they have succeeded to a point. Here's a chart that shows a decrease in the period from 1982 to 2008, from 60 to 37%. There are DWIs, fines, suspension of licenses, probation, jail time, mandatory rehab, etc. All of these may work, but they only do so if a person is caught driving drunk. This doesn't prevent deaths from occurring or people from driving drunk at all. One thing that has made an impact is the use of an ignition interlock device. Unfortunately, the public is not familiar with ignition interlocks, and much of the research regarding the performance of these devices is not well known outside of the traffic safety community. An ignition interlock device is an electronic breath alcohol test or analyzer that connects to the vehicle's ignition via the starter system or other onboard computer systems of a motor vehicle. It is not connected to the engine and therefore cannot stop the car once it has been started.